Have you ever nailed it in rehearsal, only to lose it under the stage lights?
You're not alone. One of the most common frustrations for singers stepping into their first live performances or dedicated practice spaces is poor sound reinforcement. It can hold you back from delivering your best, not because of your voice, but because your setup just isn't doing you justice. Today, I want to share with you how I built my very first semi-professional PA system, specifically designed for vocal rehearsal and those exciting first performances. I'll show you what I bought, why I bought it, and how I use it. But more importantly, I'll help you understand what really matters when you build your own setup so you can sing with confidence and clarity. Let's get into it.
Sound check.
When I began putting together my semi-pro PA setup, I knew my voice needed to be heard with clarity, not only by the audience, but also by me. That's why I invested in two speaker types, one set of front of house and another for foldback monitoring. The goal was simple: make sure what goes out sounds as good as what comes back in. For front of house, I chose a pair of Mackie SRM 450 powered speakers. These have become a bit of an industry standard for good reason. They're rugged, reliable, and deliver a full range sound that works beautifully with vocals. The built-in EQ and feedback protection give me peace of mind, and their portability means I can load in and out without breaking my back. But singing well isn't just about what the audience hears. It's about what the singer hears too. That's where my Yamaha BR-12M passive wedge monitors came in. I run these as foldbacks through the monitor outs of my Yamaha EMX-7. These wedges give me the presence and headroom I need to monitor myself clearly without feedback or distortion. Being able to hear the nuance of my own tone and pitch in real time during rehearsal and live performance has been an absolute game changer. Working with both FOH, front of house, and foldback has completely transformed my vocal workflow. The separation of outward sound and personal monitoring has helped me perform with more control, less vocal strain, and greater consistency. If you're just starting out, you might not need both straight away, but building towards this kind of setup gives you the flexibility to rehearse and perform with professional confidence. When it came to choosing a mixer for my setup, I decided to go with the Yamaha EMX-7, a powered mixer that combines amplification and signal control into one streamlined unit. What attracted me to the EMX-7 was its all-in-one practicality. It gave me the power to run passive speakers without needing an external amplifier, and its built-in digital EQ and effects gave me real-time control over my voice sounded, how my voice sounded in the room. For beginner to intermediate singers, the beauty of a powered mixer like the EMX-7 is that it simplifies your signal chain. Instead of juggling separate gear, I had one box that handled power, mixing, tone shaping, and effects. One thing I particularly appreciate about the EMX-7 is its intuitive layout. Even if you're not especially tech-minded, you can find your way around the controls fairly quickly. That matters when you're setting up in a hurry or managing your own sound during a gig.
Sound check.
When it came time to choose a microphone, I wanted something that could carry my voice with clarity and reliability in both rehearsal and live performance. I landed on the Shure Beta 58, and I've never looked back. For me, it struck the perfect balance between professional quality and approachable handling. A microphone that felt immediately like an extension of my voice. What sets the Beta 58 apart is its ability to cut through a mix without ever sounding harsh. From the very first time I sang into it, I noticed how well it captured the presence in my voice, giving it that slightly polished lift without losing authenticity. It has a tighter pickup pattern than the standard SM58, which means it focuses more directly on your voice and rejects more background noise. A real advantage in noisy environments or with foldback monitors nearby. With my Mackie SRM 450s out front, the Yamaha Foldbacks angled just right, the EMX-7 dialed in, and the Beta 58 in hand, I finally had a setup that felt like it belonged to me. Not because it was perfect, but because it worked for my voice in my spaces, for the kind of rehearsals and performances I was doing. Let me be clear, none of the products I've mentioned today are sponsored. This is gear I personally researched, purchased, and have used consistently. I've shared my setup, not as a prescription, but as one possible pathway to get you started. What's right for me may not be right for you, and that's perfectly fine. Before buying anything, take the time to consider your unique vocal qualities, the types of spaces you'll be performing in, and how comfortable you feel setting up and operating the gear. Talk to other singers. Try things out in store if you can. Ask questions. Do your homework, because the best setup is one that supports your voice and your goals. I also want to stress your gear doesn't need to be high-end to be effective. It needs to be reliable, clear, and appropriate to your needs. Start simple, build slowly, learn as you go. Putting together your first semi-pro PA system isn't just about buying equipment, it's about learning how to hear yourself better, work more confidently, and support your artistry with the right tools. Thanks for joining me today. If this video helped clarify your next steps, give it a like and hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's in your setup or what are you still unsure about. I'd love to help you find the right path forward. See you in the next one. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.